Hey, welcome back. I'm going to be doing a part 2 of the Shadow Chaser book because the first attempt I didn't record. The microphone was terrible. You'll hear it, you'll see it. I'm going to link back to the other video if you want to see the first playthrough, which didn't end well. But the mic and audio was terrible. The garden's quite loud with road traffic, and this microphone just didn't seem to work. So we're going to be trying again. Attempt number 2 and second playthrough. So if you remember in part 1 we got captured, we tried to escape, we lost the only battle we had in the book, and then we was kept in a cage, we had long hair, and it turned out we were prisoners for a long time. Got my dice, couldn't use the same pad I wrote out for the previous one, mainly because we only made 3 changes to ability skills, and we picked up 2 items. So I've got loads of space still. I don't need to redo it. If you've not seen the previous one, I will go through the first bit again. I won't go through the walls unless I need to address stuff during the game, but you'll see that in the previous video, and you'll see it while we play through. If you want an actual review on the book, maybe I can do that in the future. If you would like to play the book and have me read it and DM it or GM it to you, then put comments in, because it's maybe something we can do as a live stream through YouTube and Twitch. So let me know. I like the idea of doing that, where you interact with the game. So, starts off. The last recording, it was mainly just aimed at the book. I'm going to do it this way this time, and we'll see which works best. Maybe in the future we'll set up 2 cameras and we'll try that. Because I'm in the garden, it's a nice day, we'll do it out here like this. So it's a nice picture of a door. Dark forces are at work in the kingdom of Arkandale. People are disappearing from the border towns where strange figures move through the hushed streets. Meanwhile, in Helmsgard, wild rumours are starting to spread. But it's only when you peer from your window one cold winter's night that you find out just how close the shadow has crept. From this point onwards, you are in control of epic adventure. Every choice is yours, and your survival depends upon the decisions you make. There are battles to fight and picture clues to unravel as you draw ever closer to one final, fateful choice. One thing is for certain: as the mysteries of your past are revealed, it becomes clear that it's not just a fate that hangs in the balance, it's the fate of the entire kingdom. There's a little ladybug just walking around there as well, adding to the ambiance. Okay. So in the previous one, we didn't get that far. So this one, based on the previous choices, which I remember the first lot, we'll go a different direction and see if that works out better for us. There it is there, that ladybug. So, for a moment you think that you have dreamt it, the cry that tears the night in two and jolts you from your sleep. A hard winter's moon pierces the shutters. Then there's the scrape of metal and a bang at the door. Your hand closes over the locket that you keep beneath your pillow, and you cross the floorboards to peek outside. There are 5 figures dressed in dark cloaks with hoods over their heads. The leader raises his gloved fist to strike the door, but stops, as if sensing something. He looks up, and you pull back, but not before catching a glimpse of his face. It's deathly white, and his eyes are sunken and sightless. "My apologies for waking you, young apprentice," he calls, "but an old friend begs an audience." His laughter creeps up the walls as you hear the cry again, and realise it's deep inside you. That road is so noisy, and you realise it's deep inside you, some forgotten terror. Who is this man that comes calling at the night? Why does he seem so familiar? Add a locket to your logbook So inside my logbook I'm going to add locket, which goes into my items. If you wish to open the door and ask him yourself, turn to page 276. If you wish to buy some time and call down from the window, turn to 127. I think I did that last time. And if you just want to escape into the alleyway and get away, 185. I think previously we called down 127. Could open the doors ourselves. What do we do? 276. Wish to open the door and speak to him. Should we do that? It's a gamble. Let's go for it. You reason that you've done nothing wrong, and therefore have nothing to fear. There will be perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this, you tell yourself, as you climb down the ladder from the platform where you sleep. In fact, it's probably a setup by your friends trying to scare you because they know old Joe is away. He's the carpenter who's raised you as his own. Yes, that must be it. You grin as you unbolt the door, and then you meet those sightless eyes that somehow seem to see more than yours ever could, and your grin freezes in place. Two of the hooded figures pin your arms behind your back. So Rowan, the man sighs, almost sadly, after all this time, you answer the door like a common servant. His voice hardens. The rope. You are bound and gagged, and a sack is pulled over your head. The same festering laugh seems to creep from all sides as you're carried away from your home. It's quite interesting. So previously, the one where we lost, we grabbed our belt and got a hatchet, which we haven't got this time. We tried running away, we kicked a pig, the pig distracted them, but we took a different route and we got caught. I don't know if that's the same path that you have to go through, but this one we've been caught straight away. So we miss all that adventure of running away, that's gone. So it seems like those options we had previously to escape have already gone. We've missed them ones. You twist and kick you until you feel the point of something sharp pressed against your side. Master would prefer to take you alive, a voice says, so close to your face that you can smell the warm breath through the sacking. But it's only a preference. If you try to escape, I will kill you. The accent is harsh and unfamiliar. They bundle you onto a cart and someone jumps up beside you. The driver urges the horses forward and the cart jerks into motion. Lying on the bulge, you hit your head every time you go over a pothole. Eventually the horses slow and a familiar voice calls out in the darkness. Halt! Who goes there? Your breath catches in your throat. It's Owen the gatekeeper. His daughter's in your class at school. You're about to call out when you feel the sharp jab in your side once more, and you remember the warning that went with it. Now if you want Owen's attention, go to 353. If you keep quiet, 409. So previously we kept quiet, so 409, no, 353, we're going to try and get his attention. We don't, 353, we don't really want to get him in trouble, but we also don't want to be kidnapped. You kick your feet against the boards and strain to make yourself heard through your gag. But your moans are cut short as your captor makes good on his promise. The last words you hear are Owen's asking if the driver heard a strange noise. You'll never know whether he finds out what it was. Your adventure is over before it's begun. Right, so that one was even shorter than the first one. Wow. That one was like 4 choices when we killed. The one before, we tried to escape, we had fight. That's the end of playthrough 2. I think we might need a third playthrough. What do you think? Should we do a third playthrough? I think so. Let's do a third one. Thanks for watching. I will re-record a third playthrough, so keep a lookout. There'll be another one of these coming out, probably a week after this one. Let me know what you think. What choices are we doing wrong? What should we do better?